Whiskey and White going all the way.
What up, world? Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and White Show with me, your host, Tommy Mac. And unfortunately, I'm on my own today because the mighty Celt is over in Germany in training camp getting ready for his big fight. December the 7th in Waterford fighting Dylan Moran. You don't want to miss it. That's going to be a big fight. And I myself, I'm fighting on the 1st November. Still tickets available. So if you want one, just send me a DM and I'll deliver them to you. Also, this show is in conjunction with our Kings competitions, the #1 competition page on the scene. So make sure you hit them. Get a wee ticket, put yourself in the mix. You could win anything, cars, money, holidays, the lot. And yeah, today we have two very special guests, and we've been trying to get the lads on for a wee while, and it's going to be very interesting. The one and only, or the two of the best MCs in West Belfast, Liambo Slice and SP FreeTheWorld.
Come on,
their club lads.
good man, thanks for having us.
No, I'm glad
Pleasure to be here.
Yep.
Yeah, loving it.
So, just to start off, we'll get straight into K-hole. 2/3 of K-hole.
Boo.
Before you bird,
Honestly.
you had a hell of a summer.
Yeah.
You was talking to City West Storm with Transition. It's a friggin' song that's stuck in everyone's head. And he's had like a meteoric rise and then just over the bridge. He just jumped off a cliff.
Yeah, well.
What happened? Let's start off with how it came about. Because obviously you two's been rapping for a while.
Yeah, so it didn't come in like just overnight for me and Liambo. Me and Liambo's been grinding, working 3 years, know what I mean? We've did all different projects, and then Cavi reached out. Liambo was in Australia for a bit, and Cavi reached out to me. He wanted to do like a link up for like his business, the clothes and stuff. Because I've rapped before, like rapping other people's clothes, like a collab, and obviously he was grieving and stuff and felt lonely, and he says he wanted to learn how to rap. So I said, sweet, and once Liambo's back, we'll help him out. It was kind of just like a project, actually, like blew out of proportion as well. We were going, yes, we'll have like a group, but we can still do our like own things. And he was going, no, we're a rap group now. Okay, like more or less going like, I'm the leader, like, do you know what I mean? So that's the start of it. So it is, to be fair, we just came together. The first song, we went to Manchester. Ready to Blow was produced by P1. Same with made tunes with Bugsy Malone and stuff. We all weren't really like ready to go for that one. We were ready to blow, but we were just messing about for that one, to be fair. And it was funny, and I knew Cavi wasn't like on our level, but he said a few funny things, which I laughed, and it was like laughing into people's heads. And it's a bit of crack, because sometimes people take things serious, but it's a bit of crack. But then Transition, probably one of the best tunes to come out of like especially
it's
North.
probably like a Belfast summer anthem.
Yeah,
like everyone's singing it.
Loads of people.
Transition, on a mission. They're beating everything about it. It was just, it's so catchy.
Yeah.
But
shout out Taylor McCann on the beat as well.
And to be fair, like when we first made the tune, before the Transition one, the Ready to Blow, it was like, do you ever watch Straight Outta Compton when they have Eazy-E in the booth and they're trying to teach him how to rap and have the lights off? That's the way it was when we were trying to get Cavi on the first tune. It was sort of like he hadn't done it before, so we were trying to coach him and trying to show him what to do, really. And then to be fair to him, on the second tune, it was good. I thought the verse was sweet, but it was just like anyone sort of getting started on a tune, you're not going to be perfect your first go, you know what I mean? But it was sort of, we were getting a lot of stick for that one, the very first one, because he didn't really sound great on it. Like, and to be fair, I don't think I sounded great on it myself. But nah, it was good. It was good to get a bit of good reception finally for having a tune out, you know what I mean? Because a load of people would get, especially from where from, loads of people like to give you stick for doing the rap, and loads of people would try and be quicker to slaggy than give you a bit of fucking props. So it was good. But to be honest with you, I was in Australia, so when the tune was out, I didn't get to experience anybody going, well, it's crack. As I said every day.
Where's Liambo? God's sake.
It was a
like
bit
you're
shit.
saying about Cavi being the Eazy-E of K-Hole. You could say that you would be like the Ice Cube with K-Hole, would you say? Did you write his raps for him?
Well, what did happen, we wrote a few. I don't want to say what exactly I wrote, you know what I mean? But nah, he to be fair, he did put like his own wee twist on some of the things, and then other things we kept. But he would just say to us like, I'm struggling here. Would you help me write a rap about my mummy, or would you help me write a rap about something? And then we would have wrote it, and then he would have sort of put his own wee twist on it at the end, if you know what I mean.
It was more or less like, he was like, see if you help me write these rhymes, then I can help you with other things too. But but we were helping with lots of things, like helping promote his clothes. Like he was saying, like he was like you couldn't even wear anything else. Like he was putting his clothes in our back, and we was like, God's sake, I want to wear some other clothes I bought the last time. Like it's not at the Power Rangers, you know what I mean?
Got a new Brazil top. I want to rock it, you know what I mean?
It's like,
So then everything started off well, like I say, got a wee buzz going, and I think, like you say, in Belfast rap, the scene actually is bubbling a wee bit.
it's
But
growing.
like you say, people are quick to more make fun of Belfast rappers than they embrace it. But
criticize it a bit.
criticize it. But the transition it started off, even for me, people going, did you hear that? Fuck. And then you listen to it and go, that's actually good. And then it kind of just was like a slow burner, and then next thing it's a viral hit.
Yeah.
So from that, how did it all start to dwindle? Did it come down like mad, or was it like
it was-
slowly unraveling?
Yeah,
To be honest, it's a good question, because it wasn't just like one major thing happened. It was sort of a build up of loads of sort of small things constantly. And like me and SP, we're not fucking run about as if we're superstar fucking MCs. You know what I mean? We're from the street. We talk away to anybody. We don't
stay humble.
Yeah, and like stay humble, but don't really run about. Obviously, if the drink AIDS, it, so loads of people do, but we're not really running about on TikTok every day and putting up videos every day, and I understand it's good to promote music in certain ways and different ways, but for me personally, I was just like, I was already sort of doing all right without having to put out TikToks and stuff every day and doing all that. So that we were sort of trying to advise Cavi, like, right, you don't need to do this all the time. But he wasn't really anything we were trying to advise him to. He wasn't taking our advice, but he was wanting us to take all his advice and take all the orders off him. You know what I mean? So it was getting a bit one-sided. And then, to be honest, I'm a man. You know what I mean? Sean Paul's a man. You're gonna, if you want to do something, you're gonna stick to it. You know what I mean? So it was getting to a bit. We were sort of clashing sometimes on our ideas and what we wanted to do. And to be honest with you, SP, you'll say the same thing. It wasn't as if we wanted to start off a rap group K-Hole. Kevy reached out to us and asked us, could we help him write rhymes? And we says we would. And then he was the one who put up a post saying we were a rap group K-Hole, but we didn't actually once turn around and say we were going to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were, but at the end of the day, you kind of feel sorry for people too, and we're showing people, and it can be their fault sometimes, you know what I mean? Being too soon. So we sort of went along with it, because didn't really want to be a dick and sort of like hurt somebody either, you know what I mean? But over time, then I was constantly getting sent stuff by people going, you need to distance yourself, you need to do this and all.
It was all after transition, like, to be fair, like, we all had goals and goals and objectives, and we worked towards. So every time we had the goals and objectives for the music, it was something to work on. After transition drop, we were like, Liambo goes to Australia. We don't know. We're in a position where we're like, are we going to make future tunes or are we not?
As a trio?
Yeah, as a trio.
Yeah,
and whenever he's back and stuff. And so I'm like loving the tune. I'm loving the feedback and stuff. It's a good party tune. And as you says, people in Belfast love the dance bangers. I tried to do just old school hip hop, and it only reaches this certain market. Do you know what I mean? When you do the dance bangers, everyone's like, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so because Cavi wasn't actually putting his mind into focusing on the music again, he just started caring about the attention, like, after. And he was going into Thompson's and he was like walking about like, look at me, look at this kind of thing. And I'm like, bro, you made 2 tracks, come on here. Do you know what I mean? You're not 50 Cent. Like, and he said, he actually turned around and quoted, I'm like the 50 Cent of the group, and he's like, G in it.
That's right. He texted me and said that, and
his ego just boosted up. I just need to take a chill pill.
You have to be the best rapper to be the 50 Cent. Do you know what I mean? Like, for a start, you know what I mean? But nah, what I mean, you Lloyd Banks and I'm Tony Ayo. What's up,
Tony Liambo.
Tony Liambo.
So the thing started unraveling, and you were saying Kevin, the fame was getting to Kevin.
Unfortunately.
He was letting it run away with him. What was the final straw in for the lads? Because like you said, you were in Australia, so you kind of missed the buzz.
When
of
I
it.
was
all the
when I was
buzz.
sleeping, aye. That's
I was getting up to go to work every morning to see these, like, this wooden floor, these floors down every morning, and people text me, your tunes are cracker, and I'm going, I'm standing here putting these floors down, you're saying a word. Everyone's texting me about my tune, I'm fucking standing in the desert, what the fuck is this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to get back before Christmas, try and do a couple of tunes. And in my head I was like, you know what, I wouldn't mind, Kevin was sort of saying this, we'll get an hour tune done, and we were up for doing an hour song. And then there was a couple of sort of things adding up to it as well. There was people making memes and saying and all this, but see, to be honest with you, that's nothing to do with me. What broke the straw for me was I'm standing at a rave. I had already booked my flight to come home, so we were in a rave in Australia. It was my going away party, all the lads, and my ma's texting me while I'm at the rave, and she's going, "You need to sort your mate out." I'm going, "What the fuck? Like, what?" So I text her and says, "I'm at a rave here. I can't really," because she was trying to ring me. I says, I can't answer." She says, "Check his live now." And as soon I knew she was on about Kevy straight away. I was like, "I can't. There's fucking speakers pumping tunes here. I can't hear nothing." So when I get out of a rave, I was getting sent videos by all sorts of people. I went on, seen the videos, and SP's lying sleeping, and he's trying to fucking make an idiot out of him all live, and he's black, and he's fucking talking all sorts of crap.
Did a homie dirty on the floor,
Do you
like.
know what I mean? And then sort of saying like, I'm the fucking genius and all, I have this group and all, and what was the other thing he says? Once he has next show, I'm gonna steal the fucking show and all. And like, I just went, that was your true colours. Like,
it looked very. He says it was the alcohol, because when I met him again, he didn't drink. Said he was off everything.
Yeah,
he was on clean. He was doing the TikTok stuff, saying he was clean, and then, so we were on the drink, got a bottle of vodka and stuff. We were at Thompson's, and then after.
So did you get him on the wrong path? Then
No, he was driving. He was meant to be driving.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, and plus, see, even if you're saying on the bad path, see, this music scene, it comes with parties, it comes with shows. So if you're not cut out for it, you can't cut out for it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be times where you're gonna have to keep her lit, like, you know what I mean?
One thing I will say, I struggle with it sometimes because I'm not a big drinker. But you're always doing shows, and it's nighttime. It's like 12 o'clock, and you're not coming on till fucking maybe 11 o'clock or whatever. And you're trying to keep up with everyone who's drinking and who's partying, and you're sober. And then the next day, you feel like you wake up and you have a hangover just from being around everyone and all the energies. You know what I mean?
But yeah, when he got drunk and see what he was saying, it looked really like spiteful as well, deep down. You can blame the drink all you want, but just say you go out one night, you punch someone, you kill someone, you go to court, you're not going to say I was drinking.
Yeah, so
you're still going to go to jail, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How did you feel then? Because obviously Liambo was in Australia, he's attacking you.
Betrayed, bro.
Yeah.
I was on the ground. He didn't say it to my face, you know what I mean? He wouldn't say it to my face. I'm sitting sleeping, like thinking I'm in my like mate's house, and he's calling me like, I don't even like saying the name, but it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, he called me a retard, like, and I hate that because I have like disabled family and stuff, and that's uncalled for. And like, especially after everything I'd done for him, was being there when he hardly had friends, and was being there and helped him do this.
Rating his rhymes for him.
Trying to change his life because he said about rap music helped him, and do you know what I mean? Just to get like a dare to happen to you and wake up and all your friends and family saying it makes you embarrassed a bit too.
Yeah. See, when you woke up the next day,
my phone was dead.
So you didn't know?
I didn't know till I got in the home. Right. They were sleeping, his Mrs. Lauren and my ma was sleeping in Kevy's house. And I was like, I had change for a taxi, so I just walked the top of White Rock and got the taxi home. So I just thought it was a good night, and then went to sleep, and then charged my phone. Liambo's on the phone to me, going, my man's only after ringing me. I was scared there. He's like, I'm going to kill him.
I stand at scared there once the lifetime fucking rave, getting in my ma's down my head. I go, what the fuck in the whole shitty world here? And then, because my ma was so pissed off about it, it made me pissed off too. Do you know what I mean? Because if your man's cracking up, it's going to make you crack up.
And his man's telling my man also, obviously.
Because our mans are good friends, you know what I mean? So she was texting his mummy, being like, but them two need to stay away from him. He's a fucking idiot.
And the wee small things that was happening before, it was like our mates telling us to stay away from him, but we were like, Oh, lads,
Yeah,
well,
but
Kevy
when
hasn't really
mummy
done anything to us.
back
But
steps in.
once the mummies, once the mamas say, you know, you have to listen. You know what I mean?
Aye,
Especially both of them.
Yeah. So you come home, man. Was that the night before you were coming home?
Like 3 days before I was
3
meant to
days?
come home.
So once you get home, obviously, Sean Paul, you'd already found it. Was that K-hole dead for you, or like that? Once you got your phone charged, you were like,
Yeah,
"I'm done."
Yeah,
It
I
was done as soon as I
definitely-
seen it at the
Kevy
rave. Like,
called up to my house and all with like trying to give me like clothes and like apology letters and stuff. He opened the door. I goes, "You may get away from my door now. I feel like I'm gonna slap you here." And he was like, "Sorry, no, it was a drink. Sorry, no." He was tearing up a bit, and I was like, I just threw the clothes. It was like an outbreak up with your wife. I threw the clothes at the door. Take that, you know what I mean? And but even still, like, so he left me a letter. I goes, "Right, I wish you the best of luck with your mental health. Wish this, wish that. I can't work with you. No, again, you've broken the trust." You know what I mean? Apology letter. First thing says, KOAD looks good on SP. So the first sentence of the apology letter is about his clothing business.
and it was your rap that
Yeah,
you wrote.
do you know what I mean? So it's like,
not
say
real.
sorry or something first.
Aye, it's not real.
But I did see Kevin did put out an apology on Instagram.
Yeah, well,
But that's only, in my opinion, he only put that out because he knew that there's no coming back from this. He's caught, he's done, he's in the wrong. He has no choice but to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can
but
all
it's
move
too
on,
late.
like,
It's too little, too late, because at the end of the day, we've given more than a many chances. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know what I mean? And with four chances, maybe more. Do you know what I mean? It's
especially so after
such a
dropping
short space of
the
time.
transition, because transition got that big, we were actually talking to, I was in meetings and stuff with potential managers and management that wanted
go
to
to the
sign
next
us.
level, yeah.
To sign us. I was saying no, we need to wait it out a bit, you know what I mean? Stay independent for a bit. And then see, after the mistakes Kevy happened, I just knew that we had to break off, because just say it was down the lane and we had contracts signed. And
Yeah,
he's
he's
acting
would've
in
been
Egypt
tied in.
and he's bringing us down, and it's all over the place. So maybe it was meant to happen, to get out early. And as someone said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Enjoy the tunes, and everyone can move on like civilized, but not best mates or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as long as me and Liambo's making tunes, that's how I carve it.
not only that, we're not hateful. We wish him much success and all the best, but it's got to a point where we actually just can't. It's taking more out of our energy than it's benefiting us to keep going with it. You know what I mean? It's more of a burden. It's more of a hindrance than it is anything of a help. You know what I mean? And we've done more than enough on our side to try and help, but it's you're walking down a one-way street and it's just all whatever that man wants to do, and that's not the way I operate. You know what I mean? If it's a trio, you need three people all interacting, and you need to take on board.
You need to listen to me, lads.
Do
Listen to me. I got this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you just have to trust me more. Us saying all this, it's like, and then, but he does want to be like a leader of a group.
And
like
there can't
the
really
main
be a
man.
leader in
It
this.
can't be a team. It's a team.
Yeah,
Unless you know how to operate, you know what I mean? And he's asking us how to operate, but then wants to try and it doesn't make sense.
Especially
like,
we're
you know
the
what I
one
mean?
who brought him into the whole music, like introduced him to the whole scene.
So, obviously, it's kind of raw now because it's just happened the last few weeks. But never say never. Like, next summer, you could reconcile and...
I don't know. Me and Sean Paul definitely be putting out stuff. He has a new one out there down the road. It's on Friday. I'll have one out next week. And I see Kevy has his own wee one out there too. So do you know what I mean?
Think of it? Did you listen to it?
If anything, it's done us all a bit of a favour. The song's coming out.
He rushed it, I think. Like, to be honest, because we split up. Like, for that Psycho song, he literally just went and made a song. Like, I feel like if Kevy, like, instead of chasing the clout, I feel like worked more time on it could have been better, kind of thing. But the doing Roads out. It's all out on all platforms.
Make tag it out, folks.
Yes, and Liambo Slice has new music dropping very soon.
Next week.
K-Hole, don't know, maybe like Oasis will be about 65 or something, having a drink when we might do it, but not anytime soon, so it's all done.
Some people just you
just
set
cross your
boundaries
mind,
and across the lane, and I'll say this last thing about it. If I said to you I don't want to speak to you, I'm done speaking to you, you would go, right, okay, you give me time to not speak to me. I text him and says I don't want to speak to you, and he went the next night. at 2 o'clock in the morning and start texting my granny.
Your grandma?
My granny who doesn't have anything to do with it. My granny who's oblivious to anything. Why, like, it's just personally really annoyed me. Like, why are you texting my granny at 2 o'clock in the morning? Do you know what I mean?
That's your granny's number?
On Facebook, he Facebooked her. I swear to fuck. And the only thing that annoyed me is 2 o'clock in the morning. My granny's oblivious to anything that's going on. He's texting her, sorry, G, I fucked up. Like, my granny's obviously going to go, what do you mean? What did you fuck up? And then start panicking. So you're bringing my granny into shit. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
I know, we G,
And
that's
then
it.
After Granny Slice out
After shout out to my wee granny G.
Shout out, wee Charlie Martin.
He called to his house with the ladder and the sliders and the t-shirt, and he didn't take them off me. He threw them out of the garden. But then, as soon as I got home on Friday, my mad had told me that he called him a granny's house after as well, with the sliders, the cold sliders, and the t-shirt and a ladder, the same thing, because he wouldn't take them off and trying to pass them on to me. I says,
No,
bring him
I
round.
still have loads in the cupboard. I'm just not wearing them. Like,
I might bring him round to a charity shop or something, give him to somebody, you know what I mean? So they'll actually get a bit of use out of it. Like, I was going to burn it, but at the end of the day, there's no point burning clothes and somebody could get a good use out of it.
McVicker, maybe.
Bring him down to Castle Street and sort of get them all out here, will we?
But see, to be fair, your granny actually knew from the start, bro.
Yeah.
Because Cavi walked up to his granny
My granny
and goes,
sucked.
we're going, see them two, they're like the best MCs, but see with my help, we're taking them to the next level, good production, good this. Cavi walked away and his granny journey and brings us in the room. She was like, you two don't need anyone else to try and take you to the next level, you can do it yourselves. She was
Real G. Real G.
Granny G.
Like, see, obviously, right, so all that KO stuff, but just again in the wee bit of your background, obviously, Sean Paul, know you and a family from pretty much all my life.
Day one.
And your family, like your uncles, and all big rap fans, and so that I would say got you introduced in the rap from you were a kid. How did you get in the rap?
I was kind of near enough the same thing. So my uncle would have been very good friends with his Uncle Foxy. And
shout out Uncle Foxy and Uncle Tomo.
Shout out Uncle Tomo. And then even our Joby, he would have boxed in here too. Our Joby and Tomo would have
Joby
he's my cousin. Tomo's my uncle, Joby's my cousin. But they would have took me out when I was a kid everywhere with them, and our Tomo just always would have had the rap on like from us no way. So always loved it. And then he even when I was a kid, he would have wrote wee raps for me and at a sort of rap them or whatever. And then like as time went by, me and Sean Paul have been best of friends from a fucking no age, you know what I mean? And me and him always rap with each other in parties or whatever. And Sean Paul would have been the one that was always freestyling and all. I used to go, how the fuck can he freestyle? I you know what I mean? And he used to go to me, you can do it too, trust me. And I used to be like, I can't. And he's like, trust me, you can fucking do it. And then it wasn't until a couple of years after it sort of started being able to do it a wee bit. But if it wasn't for Sean Paul and a couple of other people like me, Uncle Tomo and other people, I don't think I would be doing it, because you need, sometimes you may not believe in yourself, or you may think you can do something you don't do.
Confidence as
but
well.
your mates give you
the main thing.
It is like you said at the start, the Belfast rappers, it's like, no one's doing it. You haven't even got anyone really to look up to be, fuck, I could do that. So you're kind of stepping out on your own. But obviously, Sean Paul, and you were rapping, and then that kind of, your confidence must have rubbed off onto you. And then now there is a scene building.
Yeah, the scene's growing big time. From, if you look at it like 10 years ago, it's like you feel like more respected in it now, and it's more normal. Do you know what I mean? And every year you can see it getting better.
Definitely.
Better.
I think the main thing that got me really started was when our friend, rest in peace, Steve Mulholland, died. It was sort of like all our wee friend group, our heads were melting. And SP done like a mental health rap on Facebook and tagged all our mates, like nominated us to do it. And I remember going, fuck, I don't know about putting this. And I had one out and I was about to post it, and I was going, I might be scummed out here, I don't know. And then my mate went, fuck, I just put it up. And I put it up and didn't check my Facebook till the next day. I went on, loads of people were going, fuck, I was good. And I was like, fuck here, that's all right, actually. I might do another one now, you know what I mean? And then it just kept going from there.
Well, I'd say, like, universally, anyone who, like, has listened to your rapping, everyone say, fuck, Liam. No offense, Sean Paul. Liam is the fucking top dog in K-Hole, and then Liam and Sean Paul, and then obviously Kevin was the easy E. You taught him how to do it. But that song, your biggest song, I would say, is Stout.
Oh, I enjoy that.
Now everyone friggin' they always say it nearly every day. I see it on the stories, and even I seen Mowgli back from Kneecap shared Mowgli.
I should have Kneecap
Shout Kneecap up a west.
He even shared it as well.
Yeah.
So you have like you're recognized as being a lethal rapper now, and
it feels bad in saying that here. I appreciate it honestly.
And then like what happened? Obviously, you two do everything together. This summer, like I say, he's had a mad summer.
Yeah.
The 12th. You performed on the 12th. What happened? Why did you not do it as well?
My granny would kill me when he's joking.
My granny was doing the same.
I don't know.
Role,
It was just like because Liambo and Greyman made a couple of tunes like together, and it was just we've all did shows together like in different areas with Greyman and stuff. But I don't know it was just their thing. Sometimes I go and do my stuff, and then they had their stuff. And
I think it was
he's the first guy to wear a Celtic top with a bonfire in the whole world.
Ever in history
in the whole world.
So I was just proud. of him. Do you know what I mean?
I think it was more the fact we done the rap in the Rangers and Celtic Tap, so I think that's why they just sort of had reached out to us for doing it. But like, don't get me wrong, we've done shows all us together up in Laurie's Bar and New Year's Eve and stuff. So the next actual show that we're planning on doing is going to be me, the Grey Man, and SP, a couple of other people on it. I haven't got a date yet, but it's definitely going to be happening down the line. Like,
tell me, what was it like at the bonfire? Was that the first bonfire you've ever been to?
Well, no. We went to Beachmount bonfire years ago a couple of times and all. Don't get me wrong. Like,
no, but the 12th, not the Beachmount.
Yeah,
that's sick.
That's easy work.
That's the first 12th you've been to?
Oh, the first fucking right. I'll be honest. It probably won't be my last one. To be honest, it was good crack. See, to be honest, I thought it was like Planet Love in the middle of the street. Seeing you walk down, it was like an estate and then in the middle of an estate. So you had to go right in for it, and I was just wearing normal clothes. Craigie Hill. And I had my hood up, and I was going, hopefully nobody recognises me here. I was just clenching my jaw, waiting on somebody hit me at a big dig. But I was sort of, the more I was walking in, people weren't recognising me. I was going, maybe this is all right. Walked up behind the stage, and don't get me wrong, you may have got a couple of people shouting a couple of stuff like, he's a T or blah, blah, blah. But I was just going, sure, you're a hundred, you know what I mean? Just messing about back, giving the joke with a jag. But the majority of people there were all 100%. I can't spoof and say it wasn't, you know what I mean? I was looked after, everybody was sounding me.
Especially the security guards.
Free swall, fucking people past me. It was a good night. And what was I going to say? I don't know why, but when
Greyman threw the Rangers top in first.
Yeah, so. I felt like I didn't want to throw, because it was a limited edition Celtic tap.
Yeah.
Tell me that centenary tap, and I need it back. If you're watching this, I want it back. But I threw it into the crowd, and as soon as I just went like that, I went, why the fuck did you do that? I was watching as soon as it left my hand.
I was watching the live. I was going, that's getting burnt. That's getting burnt.
You were, weren't you?
Nah, I couldn't make that one.
One of my best mates came down, Daz, and he's a full Irish speaker. He's a Gaeilgeoir, like he's fucking Republican down to his head. Like, and I was surprised to see him. I came down, I was up on the stage, and the Grey Man was doing a shout out to someone. And I just seen my mate Daz standing there, and I went, shout out to my mate Daz. And he just stared. Yeah, I mean, you want to see? I could just see him give me the evil eyes in the crowd as if you're a fucking dirt.
The wee girl stuck it on, didn't she? The wee girl stuck his Celtic top on, and she goes, she said something like, I love you, I'm not going to take us off. And her boys stand behind her, wee orange, wee 12 Rangers.
That's my garment.
That takes us well on the bonfire.
So some wee girl stuck it on, went to well use, no one wrecked it.
Oh, actually, if you're going to burn it, just give me it back. And then the wee lad actually texted me, or boy texted me the next day and says, I was getting offered 200 quid for that top last night. I said, you should have sold it, because it was only 80 quid, you know what I mean? But probably get a wee one off DH Gate for 12 quid just to do me saying nothing.
So after that show, did you just split straight away, or did you hang about for it?
It was about, when was that, 11 or 12th of July, I went back out to Australia on the 14th of August.
But I mean, the night of the show.
Oh, we just split. To be honest with you, we were in the middle of doing our last tune, and the Grey Man jumped down and started slapping all the hands in the crowd and all, and I was like, this may be a risky move here, but I just went, he was like, come on, I went down,
someone grab you.
I was afraid of getting pulled in, and then there was big Maz and all kissing me, going, you're welcome here every year, son. I was going, yeah, it's brilliant. And then I could just see a fight in the crowd, and then another fight in the crowd, and I went, Do you know what? It's time to go just before anything kicks off. You know what I mean?
So you're bridging the gap through rap
music.
So,
I hear that was a bar. Bridging the
Yeah. New K-Hole member, all three of us.
Get you on the mixtape. 100%.
But so then you went back to Australia, and then you were homemade, and then you were pushing the song and publicizing it. And
Yeah, mate, I used to work for Hotbox and stuff doing social media manager, so everyone's saying about Cavi doing the PR. I put a lot into promotion myself, make some content and push it out as much as I can, you know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm not really the greatest at, is the promotion and being always online and stuff
it is a big factor these days, like, because if you just get a song out, hardly anyone listens to it. You have to push it. The way algorithms and all work online and stuff, it's just a lot goes into it. But I did with a DJ course there during the week, learned how to mix a few songs and make more content that I didn't do. So hopefully get into more like producing.
Yeah.
DJ Rack Attacks.
It's
coming to home near you.
So, like I was saying, the rap scene in Belfast is bubbling, and it does seem like there's a lot of cross-community stuff, and it is. Because I know, obviously, you're a wee bit younger than me, but from my generation, but especially your generation, the divide isn't so much of the divide. There's a lot of Catholics and Protestants mixing. Nobody seems to care as much.
Yeah.
And it seems more apparent in the rap game, because they're all making raps. All the rappers from different sides, different communities are all making songs together.
Yeah.
We Dirtbird and Rich Mix as well. They
Rest
done
in
one.
peace.
Rest in peace, Rich Mix. They were on a tune there with John Sue as well. Tear the Walls Down. That was a cracking tune in the video.
Shout
and
out
all was
John
class
Sue.
too.
Yeah, shout out John
to
Sue.
big John
He's the one who
Sue.
started the whole game. He's the first person I went.
The Belfast rap
Who's
OG.
from Belfast? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but he was ages ago OG, so it was like 10 years after.
Yeah, because I remember when that song came out, I was born in Belfast. It must have been like 2011, 2012 when I first heard it. I remember listening and going, listen to this guy from Belfast, and then it just made a resurgence like 10 years after.
Yeah.
And then
It got more recognition in the past couple of years than it did years ago when it was only out. It did alright.
It's because of TikToks and all too. You just that brings it back to life a bit. So that's what I'm saying. So see, when we're making tunes, like even making that transition song, we're like, wonder what it's going to be like in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like that's it. It's out there now. So
it's good to think, like, if I ever have any kids and then I die, like, the tunes will
Something's
still
going
be there.
on,
They'll be able to hear me talk.
I would love to listen to his voice one more time. Whack him on SoundCloud there. Go ahead.
So if I die tomorrow, I die a happy man. No, man.
Don't be down on me, bro. I don't want to stay
So
solo.
see the thing in Belfast rap, I have noticed a lot of the content is drug use. Even, you know, Kneecap, who I would say is the #1 rap group,
definitely,
and the best rappers in the country.
100%. Shout out to Kneecap.
And
Shout out Kneecap, boys.
you know, what I, as a rap fan growing up, lifelong hip hopper, the main thing about hip hop, keeping it real.
Yeah.
So they're rapping their own language, rapping their own accent. Everything's just authentic to Belfast.
Yeah.
Same as what Jews do, but the content just seems to be so like drug fueled. Why is that? Is that just a representation of the culture of young people in Belfast?
I feel like people's minds are like, in a weird way to say, everybody has like a perverted mind in a sense where, like, if someone's telling you a story about Belfast, like, and they're not from here, they go, oh, what about the troubles? And they love to hear about like the stuff that's went wrong, or stuff that's happened that's like, what's the word I'm trying to use, like trouble. Like, people love to hear about the bad quicker than the good. So when you're putting out a rap, or when they're making videos, the people all masked up and all taking drugs or whatever, to me personally, I think it's never gonna reach the heights that you want it to, because it's only a certain market there that's going to listen to that. And don't get me wrong, the song might be good, but like, if you show your face and show what you're actually doing and be a bit more real about what you're doing, you'll reach a lot more people, and you'll be able to relate to a lot more people, because loads of people have took drugs before, but it doesn't mean you're fucking, it's anything worth talking about.
It's not in Belfast, it's like everywhere, you know what I mean? You've always heard of like Drills UK ones talking about drugs and girls and stuff. People want to like hear it, even from rock and roll, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know what I mean? I was seeing when I do my old stuff. I was like preaching on some pop stuff, like proper preaching, deep stuff. My first like mixtape, and like, and ever since I started like doing dance tunes about when I go out and party in the weekends, there's like two sides to me. You know what I mean? More people enjoy it, and it is because loads of people over here actually just do love it, to be fair. Love raves. It's the rave culture from even from the 90s up, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like boiler rooms and all. I think that started here in this country, like, you know what I mean, raves, and like it's always been a big culture, and a lot of people do love taking whatever they want to take at the weekend or whatever, especially from here. So it does need to be talked about, to be honest with you, but I think it gets promoted a bit too much, whereas you could be a bit more real and talk about shit that's actually going on. That's what I try to do anyway. I don't try to be, obviously I'd say like, well, enjoy stout, like, don't get me wrong, it is a drug, drink's still a drug, but I wouldn't like to be sitting constantly, because there's kids that listen to us too, you know what I mean? So
Kids,
you have to always
don't do
keep that
drugs.
in your mind.
Stay in school.
100%.
It's only music.
Yeah.
You don't want to get lost in the path. Be like Tommy McCarthy here, be a future world champion.
The majority of
Or
people
just rap
that you
about it.
listen to in their raps talk shit. They're not real.
Would you say a lot of rappers here are like fabricated?
I've
because-
seen people like rap about like taking drugs and then put a status up and saying they've been out of rehab about 5 years and they've been off for 5 years.
Putting up
Just like the
Bible
sound
quotes,
of it.
putting up quotes on the
But
Bible
it's
about
probably-
their
yeah,
Instagram
it's probably
story,
your
and then
past.
rapping about.
Your past as well, like if you're getting out of it, you're still talking about the past of when you done it, kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I suppose it's a good way. Like, see if you're going to rap about it, rap about the struggles you've had with it and how you've overcame it and how what you're doing now and what you're doing to sort of bait them struggles, instead of just I'm on. Do you know what I mean?
Turn the lessons into a blessing.
Yeah,
kind of
100%.
And also, like, as you said about the Catholic and Protestant thing and the communities together, like, the music has brought people more together than political ways. But same as boxing, you know, I used to box here. No, boxing's the same for you, like for like Catholic and Protestants.
Yeah,
you know what I
you
mean?
just
Like Lewis
leave it.
Crocker and all that was boxed up in Holy
Shout out to the
Trinity.
Crack.
Shout out, Viva la Crack.
Yep.
My
And
mate.
and then also when we're making music and that's both sides of the community, we're all like celebrating, we're all like partying, we're celebrating life. So we're all raving together after listening to music, everyone's music, dancing. So
What do you call that documentary? It was out years ago, Dancing on Narrow Ground or something. Is it
remember.
Raving on
Well,
Narrow
I
Ground?
watched a documentary not that long ago on Vice. I'm sure you watched it.
I didn't
Yeah,
like
I
it.
didn't think it represented us in any good way whatsoever, like, to be honest.
So you know, that just brings you back to the point is like, not the point it's making, but what the question was asking, but why Belfast rap is so drug oriented,
Yeah.
and then that Vice documentary was like, the kids in Belfast are all hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
So that's why they're rapping about it. But
They done them
it's-
dirty,
that's
the
not the
Vice,
way.
because
Yeah.
I love Wee Dirtbird and all, and some of his mates, and but he was saying that like the Vice documentary says, right, we're going to just touch about the drugs a wee bit and focus on like your music.
Yeah.
And they've like just made it completely about
It's
the
all
drugs,
about
and see the
drugs.
way they edited it in and all. They didn't expect that to happen. It was just, my head was just melted.
blown out of
That
proportion.
I seen Ritz Mix just taking them, and then on the weekend after, like 3 days after I watched the documentary, there's a post up saying Ritz Mix is dead.
Lost his
I was
life,
like,
rest in peace.
what is going on? You know what I mean? And it's just sad to see, because
He's a lot younger than us. He's only
prescription drugs are not
21 or
us, like,
22 or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
yeah, he's only 21. We
So-
lost with Stevie Mull as well, and we hate prescription drugs like
We just
as
don't
much
like
the worst, like.
see, because we've lost people who are close to us to certain drugs or whatever. When other people are wanting to run about and promote it, it sort of doesn't sit well with us in a way. So, like, I'm not gonna be happy about somebody putting up fucking a documentary saying we're all running about blooped out when it's not the case. Do you know what I mean? We're out here trying to better ourselves, and then even the likes of my wee bro or my wee sister, if anyone was to watch that, they think that's what I'm probably at, because that's the way they've been portrayed when it's not the case. You know what I mean?
Them are benzos are like highly addictive as too. So like never really took anything like that. Just obviously like I've been around more people who take class A's, but the benzos, like, see when all them ones try and get off it, it's really bad. Like you get bad withdrawal symptoms. So it's a very, very big problem in the areas, the prescription drugs, and it needs to be touched more, and people need more help as well. to get off
Kids,
them.
focus on music, focus on sport, stay away from drugs, stay away from agents, follow your dreams, chase your dreams.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Shout out
So
Slice
says
Dog.
Liambo Slates.
Yeah.
So tell me, what was when you were in Australia? You were over working. How did that come about?
So I was at the start of January. My uncle's been over for 11 years. Shout out to Tomo. I went over to visit him about 6 years ago, and I was like, "Fuck me, I need to get over here. This is a spot." You know what I mean?
Whereabouts is he over?
Perth, and
right.
there's loads and loads of work over, like, and the money's good. So, and to be honest, when he asked me, I wasn't even working over here, so it was like a no-brainer. He rang me and offered me a job, and I says, "Fuck it, I'll go over." But I wasn't working, so I was a bit skint. And he says, "Listen, I'll pay your flight. I'll take it out of your first wage, and just as long as you come over." Here's me. Fuck it, I ain't coming over. So within 4 days of him asking me to go, I got my visa, my flight was
That was the
booked,
quickest
and
time
I
ever.
went within a week, so I didn't even get to tell loads of people I was away. It was
Yeah.
just like a last minute thing. And then over there the whole time, don't get me wrong, I was writing music, but I couldn't focus on it the way I could over here, because you're working 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, you're fucking in the desert. And then I actually found a guy who had a studio. I went to it. It was like a home studio, made a tune, and I got stroked $700. I got hustled, folks. Got hustled. So it is what it is. But you learn your lesson. You know what I mean. I wanted to actually start my own home studio in the
Yeah,
house and just do everything myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But it's just getting to that stage. My plan is I want to go back out next year and do a bit more work and focus on the music. But for the foreseeable, for the next 6 months, stay here, focus on the tunes, because I didn't really get to experience anything when the songs were out, because I was
You were
over
over
there.
working.
Yeah,
So I wanted to
transition.
just focus on the
all
tunes.
we all never got a show or anything from it. Like.
Do you know, I want to, while you were away, obviously you didn't, well, I don't know if you did, but I seen a couple of things. This guy, Connor G, he seems to be gunning for you, Sean Paul.
He hates me, bro.
Now, I never heard of him before, and until you put out a diss track, Connor
Yeah,
Flea.
well, I'm actually
and I've
giving him
seen
more attention. Like, a wee
Yeah,
bit.
because that put me on. I was going, I don't know who Connor Flea is. Then I went and I seen his show, and he has. I'm surprised he's not bigger than what it is, because he has like a real professional setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
think he
like-
dedicates his whole life to that. Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Because he's a weirdo, mate. That's why.
But what was the first thing that got Connor G to?
3 years ago, mate, we actually said Cavi like was doing more stuff for me, but he had me on a show 3 years ago.
Right,
He just talks about local like rappers
local
now.
rap. Yeah, I had a look
Yeah,
in.
and then he says it's only read jokes now, but he starts calling me really like hurtful stuff. He called me a tout. He called me fat.
Why have you called me a tit?
I know. I don't know, and that's the worst thing to get called if you're from West Belfast.
see if
And,
you're in the
he's
street-
just called me a tout. You know
See
what I
if
mean?
you're in the street and somebody called you a tout, you'd pull them about it. So it shouldn't
Yeah.
make a difference
That
if
guy
you're
was having
online
a
and
couple
doing
of
it.
drinks or something as well, and he was on slapping me. I went, what? I go, see if I see you, I'm going to slap a head of you. I'm going to slap the head of you. And then he goes, I goes, keep me out of your mouth. And then so he's on, it's like years after, you know. And he's like, on the shows, and he's like, SP, free the world. He goes, he's already threatened me 3 times.
You will see him in the street one day, but that's the thing about Belfast. It's a small place. Like, you will see him somewhere.
Where is,
You know what I
is
mean?
Connor G from Belfast? Or
I think
is he
so.
From
I
I heard he lives in like Dublin or something, and he comes up sometimes, and I get told certain shows he goes to, but I think he just lives in his dungeon, like his wee dungeon, like just no girls.
do you like getting that kind of attention, or
Nah,
does
not
it
really.
do your
Like,
head?
nah, sometimes
They
it's,
say all
sometimes it's
publicity is
good.
good
Yes,
publicity.
that's what I was about to say. Sometimes it's good, but when you take it too far, like calling you a tout and stuff, especially like where we're from, and no, man, touts aren't allowed here. I don't like that. I don't like getting called a tout or like a liar or anything. But anything else, like call me fat and slagging.
Oh,
all
you
you want.
slag, you
You can
don't
take a
sweat,
slagging, like, do you know what I mean? But, it's funny, but
Just
'cause
call him fat. Don't call him a tout. Do you know what I mean? Be real.
Have you ever been on the receiving end?
Liambo slice.
Yeah,
He calls
Liambo,
he
I
calls
know.
him Liambo.
That's the only thing. Just get my name right.
He loves
mate.
him,
You know what
but-
I mean? Liambo Slice. See that? But see, even when I was in Australia, people call me Lambo, Liambo. Like, just it's hard. I don't know how you can fuck it up. Like, it's a simple name.
Liambo slice.
But nah, to be fair, I think just because I haven't really give much focus to it or paid it much attention. hasn't really. Don't get me wrong, he's given me a bit of stick for doing that bonfire and stuff, like. But it's at the end of the day, it's just a piss take. You know what I mean? So I just take it as a piss take.
So I just was a nice excuse to get a diss track out. You never get diss tracks out back here, and I love diss track. Loved.
Will there be one for Cavi?
Nah, wouldn't do that on him.
You're saying
Nah, when he's joking.
exclusive.
Nah, I wouldn't do that on him. Like, do you know what I mean? Fucking,
I feel like
do think like
he's already sort of made an idiot out of himself to an extent where you don't need to do anything else. And to be honest, it's not nothing to do with him as a priority of me.
the way
or
that
you,
has
so
feelings. You know what I mean? He's been through a lot. The least thing you do is want to like just push someone over the edge, especially like with mental health where we're from and stuff. You know what I mean? You can get pushed over the edge easy. You can get lost in all this and get lost in the cameras and the drama and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Even when I was putting my music out, my stories were like 800. As soon as I was answering questions about K-Hole and there was drama, it was like 1,500.
But that's what the
So
people
more
want.
people
though.
care
wanna
about
know
drama. Yeah.
about
People want the
the juicy
nonsense.
details, you know what I mean? 100%.
If there was something, there might be something in a rap or something, like 2 words.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't like dedicate a diss track to Cavi, no chance.
The way I could put it is some people only care about likes and views, but we just care about writing tunes. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like, so we do this for the love of it. Like, we're not trying to get number 1 on the charts or fucking shit like that. You know what I mean? We're just doing this because we love doing it, and we've been doing it, and it's sort of. It's one of them things. It stops you from going and doing other stupid shit. You know what I mean? You can sit and express yourself by writing a fucking lethal rap and putting thoughts into it and putting your whole effort into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas I think his side, it was more like a business end where he wanted it. He wasn't in it for the love. Even when he was asking us how to write music, I was going, you need to study the grades. Go and let's send them Rats Free 2 in the fire in the booth. Just listen to these people and fucking, do you know what I mean? Study the grades and see what way they base their flows, look at their lyrics and how to structure it and stuff. But he was never really one for doing any of that. You know what I mean? And if you really want to learn, then that's the steps you would sort of take.
Maybe, like, obviously you do that then, your diligence. What do you call that? Due diligence?
Due diligence, sorry.
So, obviously, you doing that homework is the reason why your raps are coming out so, like, top tier.
Aye.
Because you're putting in the work. It's not, you can't just come in and go, write a rap for me and then just go, rap downtown.
You sound like a P2.
No,
100%. So, I'm frightening on Halloween. Halloween's not even frightening. What the fuck? But here, listen.
But I definitely, I have to give both of you big respect. Like, Sean Paul, you led the charge with West Belfast rap. I would say you're probably the first. I would say you're the first rapper from the West.
No, bro. Seen a lot of people from East and all, like. But
do you remember years ago, the wee one, the Sunday night heading up to St. Paul's? Have a few. That was the first West Belfast rap I heard. I don't know. I'd love to know. I would love to know. He deserves credit, like.
Your Uncle Tommy.
That's about you, isn't it?
That man needs.
Does I have an Uncle Tommy as well? So every time I was on, I was like, you just like Uncle Tommy.
Because I had the kneecap in the field. Was it last
2 years ago, I think, and they rapped it, didn't they?
They rapped it. And I'm like, fuck, that must have been their song, but it was just a dedication, was it? Just
that was a tribute to the old West Belfast.
We know the Kneecap boys, like, we were down at their mural having a few drinks when they're legends.
Legends.
The whole thing with the Irish language is like their own market. They're always going to be themselves. Also, when I was in Liverpool, I seen them live when they were only starting off, so I've been following from starting off. They were like the first boys where I went, like, because I was freestyling in parties, but when I seen them in Liverpool, I says, if them boys can do it, I can do it. I grew up in this my whole life as well. Yeah. They're actually inspirations because you always looked at different people from different places. And I'm like, these are 2 wee lads, same age as me, from West Belfast, the same area I'm from. Let's go. It's possible. To show me that it's possible and what their growth has been. And even our growth from where we started, I know me and Liambo Slays can push up and be Ireland's top NCs and get big opportunities. Not even just Ireland, UK as well.
Yeah. I can remember just moving in with Sean Paul and the boys in Liverpool, and you showed me Kneecap for the first time. I was going, what? This is reasons are this is really this is what's going
Liverpool
on.
Did help. Liverpool helped me moving to Liverpool for uni. As well.
Kneecap Water, they're lethal and friends of the show, and we know them too. We're trying to get this on, lads.
Yeah.
But obviously
So they got the B
busy.
team.
Since you showed us inspiration, we'll show you inspiration to get on the whiskey and white.
One thing I will say is they actually made me want to learn Irish. Like I wish.
Yeah, so you could sing along, rap along to the
Yeah,
song.
and
Because
even-
maybe go around to the Gaeltacht in first year, and she come home and she kept singing that C-R-E-N-T-R, and she just loved it, and that kind of put me on the cap, and I went, that's lethal.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, they're not too far behind, you know,
We're
the
getting there.
standard,
We're getting
definitely.
there.
And like you say, if you can get
Appreciate
some
it.
management, some representation, someone to open the doors,
Yeah,
you're like,
because
I
they
need a
got
team.
signed.
I need a team. I need someone to market me. I need someone to promote me. I need someone to manage me. Because all I can do is rate reps. That's it. Know what I mean?
It's no joke. See, at Enjoy Stud, that I think that could be something like Born in Belfast.
Yeah.
When did you put that out? Last year?
Last year, aye.
So, you know, I think it's going to build and
Over
come back
time,
round because it's a
hopefully.
big
Guinness
tune.
need to sponsor him.
Me,
Like,
I'll
actually,
say that.
if I was in a Guinness advert or something,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
or
100%.
Guinness
May have to
campaign,
do one for Fords now. See if they bring me on board.
Aye,
know what I mean?
McGregor,
because
so
it's
you
stud, like, you
Get
know
me
what I
saying
mean?
the greenback.
it's still
Jordan.
stout, true.
Yeah, I actually haven't even tried that Ford stout yet. I'm a Guinness man. Like I like Beamish too or Kilkenny. Like, but see over in
Nah, the
Australia,
Ford stout is
they're
great.
shite. The Guinness
Sure,
is
if
shite
you're-
in
if
Australia,
you're
man.
doing that, McGregor, we're going to say signed to Exhibit, Bone Fogs now,
Yeah.
everything like
He's getting the old school rappers in.
class.
Then you
and
could go
Hey.
back to your old school rapping. And
well,
Yeah.
there's some. I'm
the
working
boom
on
bap.
an album called Wicked Dreams, and it's like half done. And the project will probably be out early next year. Liambo will be featuring on like 3 songs. It starts off deep, goes into a couple of old school boom bap, 2
Yeah.
drill, finishes off dance. So it's the mixtapes for anyone who likes any music. Don't have to
Yeah.
listen to all tunes, and it's going to show my versatility that I can just mix it all up. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can do most styles like.
And then what about you? Have you any mixtapes coming out?
I've got a few tunes there made. I was in the studio on Friday and Wednesday. My plan is to get one tune out this week. Just because everybody has me tortured to bring out a tune, and I've been sort of slacking on like solo music just myself. I've been doing features for a lot of people, so this will be my first solo one out since Stout. So it'll be good to get it out next week. I don't even know if I'm going to do a video, mate. Just whack it straight on the SoundCloud. So keep your eyes peeled, and then me and Sean Paul have a few things coming up here, a few tunes. I don't want to say too much.
Belfast
too
Grey
soon.
Man, shout out Belfast Grey Man.
Yeah.
We're in talks of like me, Liambo and Grey Man kind of cooking up a wee like a wee EP or something, you know what I mean? And it'll be like Liambo and Grey Man songs, and then it'll be like me and Grey Man and 3 of us and then one and all. So that's just like early days, you know what I mean? So
Shout out to all Irish hip hop MCs too, still doing it as well. People who don't get a mention like Doe Fada, Steve Flack, Man Designs, Big Don,
woof woof.
Woof, you know what I mean? Upper boils, upper representatives, keep her going, keep her chucking, because this is just a start. It's still, you know what I mean?
Skeet,
And
shout out Skeet.
Shout out to Skeet, big time. He's the man.
He's
Shout
the
out
main man for the
Eulogy,
videos.
R3C, all the homies.
Kick money.
We've got, is anybody else we're going to shout out before
Shout
we
out.
wrap
Shout
up
out,
the show?
shout out all the Joe heads. Shout out Paddy McCluskey. Shout out my wee
Snowball,
man.
shout out
Snowball. Connell Kelly. Shout out Frank Gibson. Shout out all the boys.
Shout out Mousy Morris.
That's it.
Siobhan McKenna.
Shout out all the Martin. Shout out Riverdale BT11.
Shout
Upper
out
West.
Patsy. Patsy for letting us be in the gym. What a guy.
That's
And that's
it.
go Kakachi. That's it.
Kakachi.
Let's go Kakachi.
All right, folks. So there we have it. We're here with Liambo Slays, SP Free the World. Thanks for coming on, lads.
Legends,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Legend, mate.
And make sure you sign up their Patreon and check out the Spar on BBC Three, still running all month. Make sure you all watch it. And that's it. Thanks, lads.
Thank
Boy,
you.
oh, mate.
Appreciate it. Pleasure.
With him going all the way.